Hi everybody, and hi Viva Technology dear audience. We're talking today about health and the future of health, but not only the future, and I'm very pleased to be here at the 3D Experience Lab from Dassault Systèmes with Frederic Vacher. Hi Frederic.
Hi Marion, how are you today?
Yes, very fine, very fine.
Welcome to the lab.
Thank you. You're head of innovation of 3D Experience Lab from Dassault Systèmes. Could we just talk about Dassault Systèmes versus health? That's big.
That's big, and this is the theme of today. As you know, Dassault Systèmes is very famous for aerospace, automotive industries, so big clients like Airbus, Boeing, up to Tesla, but also some solar impulse big project for finding solutions for the planet. But since 10 years, we are investing a lot in the life, from things to life. We've been already involved in the medical device sector since long.
Yeah.
Most of the medical devices you find in hospitals are designed and engineered by our solutions. But since 5 years, we invested very strongly in the molecular design and simulation to invent the new molecules for the pharmaceutical industries in a way to replicate what we have done with the industries, to digitalize from end to end the product life cycle, but for a molecule, for finding new molecules. And more recently, with Medidata, up to the clinical trials. This is completing the story. I guess you know, but with the COVID vaccines, Moderna and BioNTech are our clients. And they have been very productive by doing everything on the cloud on our platforms.
Yeah, that means you support, as you know, Dassault Systèmes, you support that cause in a way, that COVID crisis.
That's true. And from finding new molecules with BioVia on the research, aspect, using the digital for the research, up to clinical trials, and we've been very pleased to see that with the general mobilization, obviously, to find those vaccines, they have been in production in a very, very record time.
That's the opportunity to hear from one of the projects that you are supporting. So let's go for an interview with one of them. The startups is Lucid Implants, based in India. Let's talk with you, Prashanth, CEO of Lucid Implants.
Hi, Prashanth.
Hi, Frederic.
Could you pitch what Lucid Implant is about?
So Lucid Implants is a medical technology company. So at Lucid, we design, develop, manufacture and market patient-specific implants for facial reconstruction. So the procedures, those who do these procedures are neurosurgeons and craniomaxillofacial surgeons who treat ABCD patients, meaning the patients suffering from accidents, birth defects, cancer, and deformities. So the current clinical solutions for these problems is the use of bone grafts taken from patient's own body or titanium meshes which are mass produced, which are trying to fit patient to the product instead of product to the patient. So what happens is in these cases, there is a high chance of risk of failure of surgery, heavy blood loss, and poor facial aesthetics. So at Lucid, we are trying to solve this problem, address this problem by providing patient-specific implants and solutions. So our total solution seamlessly integrates virtual surgical planning for pre-surgical simulation, intraoperative patient-specific tools like anatomical models and surgical cutting guides for surgical precision, and personalized implants for perfect fitment. So this is our solution. So our custom solution not only helps maintain patients' quality of life and aesthetics, but it also gives complete control over the surgical procedure, resulting in minimal tissue damage, reduced hospitalization time, and lower cost of care to the patient.
So Prashanth, as we can see here with the audience, we have the virtual twin of skull, and we can see here in gray what Lucid Implant is doing, which means patient-specific reconstruction of the skull in order to design a prosthesis that will fit exactly to the morphology of the patient. And with new technologies such as 3D printing, additive manufacturing, Lucid Implant is manufacturing on demand specific prostheses for the patient.
That's amazing, and
Yeah.
that's really amazing. When did you launch the company, Prashanth?
So the company was started in 2018, and after that we did a few case studies, and then we were selected for the Dassault System 3D Experience pitch. And in 2019 we won the pitch, and that's when we got into the program, and that's how we are accelerated through this program. And we use the Dassault System solutions and video data platforms for all our surgical workflows and production simulation and cloud quality management operations of the company.
Thank you, Prashanth.
So, just one question for you, Frederic. How do you collaborate? Why is Lucid Implant very interesting for the lab, for a 3D Experience lab?
From India, they can access to the cloud and work on a collaborative environment, benefit from the design simulation application of the platform to do these segmentation, reconstruction, and so on, and up to, as Prashanth mentioned, leveraging Medidata platform for clinical trials.
You mentioned diabetes, which is still one of the 10 causes of death in the world, unfortunately, and the number of victims has been increased for 70% since 2000. That's a big challenge. And another project here is incubated, a new startups, PKvitality.
Yes, so from India to Paris, we accelerate PKvitality, a startup willing to find against this big disease. As you can see with the dashboard, it appears in seconds. So it's a major topic. So we are helping Ming Li from PKvitality. Hi, Ming.
Hello.
Hello, Ming. You're general manager at PKvitality. Can you pitch us what PKvitality is about, please?
So at PKvitality, we are developing a glucose monitoring device, continuous glucose monitoring device, in the form of a smartwatch that came with the traditional function of a smartwatch, time and date, notification from a smartphone, and wellness tracking, and a patch that sticks to the skin, and that also is at the back of the watch. So you may know that diabetes patients, something like 100 million diabetes patients under insulin, have to monitor their glucose several times a day, 2 to 10 times. Most of them are still under blood glucose monitors, where you prick your finger, a bit of blood, strips, and a reader. It's painful and very cumbersome. And there's a big migration to continuous glucose monitoring devices, which are existing now for quite a few years, but still it's a growing market with 4 million users today. And but those products come with their issues like stigmatization, because you have a piece of plastic on the upper arm, the thing that it's not a bit invasive with a big needle, and it's quite costly to build. With our solution, we are solving the traditional continuous glucose monitoring issues with a product which is completely painless, with microneedles, so you don't feel anything. With the fact that when you will wear the watch, you will see the watch, but not the patch hidden behind it. So our device, the CGM part, is invisible. And from a cost perspective, we are both greener and cheaper to build, because we have no applicator, and we move most of the electronic from the consumable, the patch, to the watch. So we are 3 times cheaper to build than competition. So enabling us, when we'll be available, to address a much larger portion of the market and address people in countries where they could not afford continuous glucose monitors today.
So you talk about the patients and the market. Are you a B2B or a B2C company, Min?
We're a B2C company. We'll be a B2C company. The CGM are usually being reimbursed in many countries. In some countries, some don't. But patients usually can buy them in pharmacies, and in some countries direct to the manufacturer.
And as you can see with the virtual twin of the project, so what we do with Dassault Systèmes, obviously, as you understood, is we help Minh on the PKvitality team to virtualize their ID and to productize this project. Here you can see with the exploded view the value of this patch, which is composed of micro needles that touch your skin. Here this smartwatch getting the data live in the app for the diabetic persons to get the monitoring real time is huge, especially being non-invasive. My sister is having a strong diabetes, and I can tell you that having a big patch, especially the summer when you are in the beach, it's a real social issue. Here the value is it's your watch, okay, and it's real time, and it's not hurting. So it's a big project, and we are very happy to support Minh in successfully, not only designing and prototyping, but the issue for those startups early stage is to industrialize your project.
Yeah. Minh, what was the more challenging for you? Is it the patch? Is it the device itself?
So I shouldn't say that too loud because VC don't like risk, but the project was very risky at the beginning. Globally, there are several layers. So we have to do a smartwatch that can work for people which are not super geeky, right? We make a lot of tests, so now it's working, and we are in industrialization phase on the watch. So the risk is behind us. There was a risk on the link between the watch and the patch because it's a physical link and it has to work all day long, whatever you do. But here again, we've made a bit of magic and a bit of patents also. So now it's working. And the last risk remains on the accuracy of the device, which is a big thing. So it lies between, on the patch side, between the microneedles and the chemical. And here we'll prove that we're accurate in the forthcoming clinical trials that will start this summer.
What is the main goal, the ultimate goal? Is it to decrease diabetes at large? Is it to help the patients day to day? Because we know that it's very, very a lot of pain for them.
So, part of the team is coming from the consumer and electronic industry. I was myself in the consumer electronic industry before jumping to the medical world. And what we're trying to do is to mix those two worlds, the medical and the chemical industry, where you need to get accuracy, you need to have a product that works every time with regulatory constraints, etc. But coming also with that consumer electronic flavor, which when you are buying a product, you buy it because you like it. And you buy it and you don't need to read a user manual, and you buy it and you're proud to wear it.
So thank you very much, Minh, for having been there with us today, and good luck. And of course, we'll have another update of PKvitality. Thank you.
Thank you, Minh.
Thank you.
So stay tuned for another episode here at the 3D Experience Lab from Dassault Systèmes. So stay tuned. Bye.